along with Jonathan Dent, and I say chilly. Jonathan, you were here late last night and then early this morning.
Terry, I'm over this. Stop jerking me around. Cold, warm, cold, warm. Let's just skip to winter. Bring on the snow.
Okay, 18th of November, all right? Oh, Lordy, I don't know. You talk about cold. I mean, let's take a look at this. What's average for this time of the year is 39. Okay, so we're 34, 35, 36. Okay, that's chilly. 28, that's a little bit different story. 18 that's cold.
That's cold.
I'm sorry. Roscommon, I feel for you folks up there, but this isn't the first time they've hit 18 degrees. And odd as it may seem, it's not a record for those folks up there either.
Really?
No, not at all. They've been colder than that on the 24th of October. Our coldest ever 24th of October was 21. And that was set back in 1981. The coldest ever 24th of October was 1981. 41 was our high, 21 was our low. So you want cold, that's cold.
That's chilly, yeah.
And I happened to take a look at the weather records for October the 24th of 1981. That was a cold front had moved through right after midnight. And we had it's according to the records, a north wind gusting to 35 miles per hour on that day. So you take a look at 41 degrees for a high with a north wind.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the wind. Isn't that the classic saying?
Yeah, as long as you're standing on the south side of the building, you're going to be just fine. What are we looking at right now on the thermometer?
Right now, we're above that 41 degree mark. Out at the airport, 47. Downtown Midland's looking at 48. Bay City, the same at 48. Here at Radio Center, we're looking at 47 degrees. We have a southwest wind blowing at 10 miles per hour.
Hot spot in the state right now, you got to go to Benton Harbor. They're looking at 56. A couple of cities over there, Muskegon, St. Joe, a few other ones looking at 55. But again, probably the big story as far as the weather goes here is continuation of dry conditions. Very little, if any, precipitation over the last 24 to 36 hours. Matter of fact, very little for about the last 7 to 10 days. We are going to be looking at a front that is going to move through. The low pressure system is going to be over Iowa a little bit later on this afternoon and tonight. And that will push pretty much right straight east. So it'll push a frontal barrier across the state. It'll be after midnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. My guess is sometime between 6 and 10 tomorrow morning, we're going to have the best chance of seeing any precipitation. Some folks are telling me about 1/10 of an inch. Others are indicating maybe 2/10. We'll take whatever we can get, but obviously it's a far cry from what we really need. But the other story, and we've alluded to it all the way along here so far, has been the cold air. Ann Arbor started off at 31 degrees this morning. Bad Axe, you were at 29. Caro at 28. Here at Radio Center, it was 32. Owasso at 32, Midland at 28, Lapeer at 28, and looking at Bishop Airport, they were at 32. Auburn, 30 degrees for an overnight low. Looking at the Frankenmuth area at 29, and I can attest to that with the pickup sitting outside this morning. Had to do a little frost scraping out there. Cass City at 30, Caro at 32, Durand at 31. Manchester, now we're talking southeast Michigan. We're talking down there a ways, maybe a half an hour or so away from the Ohio border. 32 degrees this morning down there. And of course, northern Michigan, you got a lot of folks hovering in the 20s. Alpena, 27. Houghton Lake, 24. Pellston, 24. Atlanta coming in at 27. Tawas, you had 26. Gladwin, good morning to you, 29. Glennie at 24. Lake City at 23. Mayo at 24. West Branch coming in at 27. Cadillac at 25, 28, Midland, Alger, 24 degrees. And as we said, Roscommon coming in at 18.
All right,
Forecast.
I take it back, Terry. We can warm up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
good with that.
Well, guess what? We're going to do it.
Oh, good.
Okay. By Monday or so next week?
Early next week. Yeah.
72, 73 in there. Boy, really, the allergies. I'll tell you, I should bought some Merck stock
That's a
for all the allergy
that's a good
medication that they got. We'll have to talk Doug Klein about that. Okay. But we're looking for a high temperature today of 61 with the help of the sun and very little wind, 43 tonight. So very nice. Clouds late. That's the reason why it won't get that cold. Shower activity around, as I said, maybe after 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. 58 for a high tomorrow with clouds, sun as the day goes on. But I think the best chance of seeing any sunshine will be after 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. 58 for a high, 38 for a low on Friday night. Then on Saturday, a little bit cooler, 55. High pressure over Minnesota. That's the reason why it'll be chilly. 30 for a low on Saturday night. So once again, we'll have a little ice out there. Sunday, looking at sunshine, 58. 38 for a low on Sunday night with clear skies. Then Monday, 66 for a high, 56 for a low. Chance of precipitation late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. Along with it is going to come a warm front. 78 degrees is what I'm looking at for a high on Tuesday with that chance of precipitation. It'll be in the morning. Then partly cloudy later on in the afternoon because the warm front will have moved through. We're only going to drop down to 62 for a low on Tuesday night.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wednesday, 75 for a high. Once again, a chance of some showers around. We're going to begin to see a little bit more active precipitation probabilities as we go through the next few days. Matter of fact, for the period of, let's say, the 29th through the 6th of November, slightly above average on the moisture, much above normal as far as the temperatures go. Incidentally, on this date, 1933, we had 5 inches of snow.
Really?
Yes, we did.
Not seeing any out there now.
No,
Nope.
not for one. The only flakes you're going to see is dandruff on your shoulders. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Jonathan standing by. Who do we got?
We're going to start off our market report on this Thursday morning, talking with Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons. Then, as usual, Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joins us. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Insurance, it's something that a lot of folks really don't. I mean, okay, I've got to have it, but I'll take just the minimum, whatever it is. Well, when you calculate agriculture and you take a look at risk management, you need to protect yourself against the bad things and take advantage of the good. That's why you should be dealing with somebody who knows some of the limitations for insurance. They have you in mind when they take care of your crop insurance. That's why they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. They're trusted by a lot of folks, they being the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. You can reach their agents on their cells for questions or emergencies, or you can give the office a call, 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. On the line with us right now, Jonathan, who we have?
We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney with the Andersons. Melinda, how are we doing today?
How are you?
Hey, not too bad. Looks like we kind of got a mixed bag going on the markets, huh?
Yeah, corn and beans are both trading higher, being the fourth consecutive day, thanks to strong export. Still a bearish argument in the U.S. large crop size and weather in Brazil that's made a significant comeback over a long stretch of drought down there. Currently is what we're seeing. And beans are up 5, corn's up 2, and wheat is unchanged.
So, yeah, not a lot of activity going on, really, but the headlines don't seem to be changing all that much as of late, do they?
No, a lot of focus is on harvest and yields, and definitely weather in Brazil as they are getting planted on their second corn crop down there. A lot of eyes will be on what they expect their export to be and what that does for overall global supply.
So right now on the board, what do you have at the Andersons?
Yeah, right now, cash corn in Auburn is $3.45. For new crop of 25 is $3.76. Nearby soybeans are at $9.14. New crop 25 soybeans, $9.65. New crop 25 red wheat at $5.45, and new crop 25 white wheat at $5.85.
You take care. Have a great day, Melinda.
Thanks, you guys too.
Will do. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth now. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They can help with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Conveniently located for you to talk to them. They've got over 30 branches around the mid-Michigan area. They can be your hometown financial solution. Find out more by taking a look, going online at frankenmuthcu.org, and by Steiner Tractor. They do understand how your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. They do take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts. Can't think of a better group of people to work with when you need parts, especially for those older tractors. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
I am just kind of curious. The markets, are the markets really trading on this political situation right now, or do they have a mind of their own?
You know, the markets trade on money, availability of money, printing of money. That's my contention anyway. Biden's printed trillions of dollars, given away billions of dollars, and that ends up finding its way back into the stock market somehow. I mean, you give it to a poor guy, he goes out and buys a new iPhone or whatever, and it ends up in the billionaire's hands, and that ends up in the stock market. So that moves markets, is the supply of money.
Yeah, and we've printed a lot of it.
Yeah,
I forget, and I don't recall what the article said in its entirety, but something about the amount of money that's been printed just within the past so many few years.
Yeah.
And more than all the money that we ever had printed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that drives inflation, and that hurts the poor guys or people on the lower end for sure. Because billionaires, whatever. I want a car, I buy a car. It doesn't matter. But the poor people go, oh, geez, I better cook my own hamburger now, or whatever. Can't even afford a hamburger. Better switch to chicken, or something like that. It's.
Well, I'm sorry, but the price of celery went up 3 times. There must be a problem. Must be a problem somewhere in Arizona or something. I don't know.
There's problems. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, so news of the day. What's going on? Boeing rejected their offer. The union rejected, so their stock is down a bit. That's got the Dow down 200 points right now. S&P just a little bit positive. Nasdaq's about 0.5% positive. So money's obviously focusing on Nasdaq. Tesla had their earnings. They were a blowout to the upside. So they're up like $40 today. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, they're still about $250 a share. Not a new high, but definitely trying. Lear hit a new low today. That's a parts supplier. You know, that's kind of been a theme because Genuine Parts hit a new low the other day. Visteon hit a new low the other day. Visteon had their earnings. They were okay, so they're back up $4 today. GM hit a new high today. Newmont had their earnings. There's a surprise. They did not do well, so they're down like $4 today. Of course, they were trading at like 55, $56 a share, and so they busted down to 52 or so. Not the end of the world, but still a little bit of a hit. I'll tell you one that was interesting is Nextera Partners hit a new low today, and of course they're the side of Nextera that runs the windmills and the solar stuff. You know, so they're the ones that are kind of out on the periphery of Nextera. And so it's kind of interesting, you know, that segment of the business is kind of slowing down and getting shaky, maybe. So keep your eye on them, you know, because they're probably gonna. Well, who knows? You know, if Trump gets in, he says he's gonna back off on a lot of the subsidies for solar and wind and green energy and stuff like that. So that could be a reasoning behind that move in that particular industry.
The other thing that kind of makes me wonder is, I mean, these windmills, especially, some of them are getting up there as far as number of years they've been in service.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They're gonna need repair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they seem to constantly need repair.
Yeah, and it's not easy to repair those.
No. There's a job climbing whatever 200 feet, 300 feet into the air. It'd take me all day. I would be exhausted by changing the oil in just one of them buggers. I think.
I have a hard time getting on a ladder to sweep the basement. No way you get me up there.
I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. So, but anyways, well, let me give you the numbers. The December corn is $4.20, up a penny. March corn $4.33 1/4, up a penny and a quarter. The November soybeans $10 of a penny, up 2 3/4. January soybeans $10.05, unchanged. The December wheat $5.77, down a penny and a half, and the March wheat $5.96, down 2 1/4. So crude oil still about $70, $70.15, down 62 cents. I saw a couple new lows in the oil arena today, and I saw a downgrade on Schlumberger by UBS. So that's kind of getting a little bit flaky, sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, dangerous maybe, getting close to their new lows where the mutual funds start to unload and the big money starts to unload. So got to be careful in that whole industry right now. Heating oil is $222.36, down 3/4 of a penny. Gasoline is $202.34, down 1.8 cents, and I see $2.99 around in some places. They got room to wiggle too. They should be under $2.70. Natural gas is $3.19. That's up 2.7 cents. Over to currencies, the Canadian dollar is getting weaker and weaker. Currently, the U.S. dollar buys $1.3850. That's up 14 ticks. Again, the yen, same thing. The dollar buys 151.87 yen. That trade is currently down 88 ticks. The euro's at 108.01. That's got a little strength, but not much, up 20 ticks. The dollar's still 104.23, down 20 ticks. No new highs in the precious metals, just kind of mixed. Gold's 27.42.30, up 12.90. Silver's 33.70, up 13 cents, or down 13 cents. Platinum is 1034.10, up $9.20. And copper's not 432.50. That's down a penny and a tenth, 1.1 cents.
You have a great day, Doug.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Talk to you later. Farm Service brought to you by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. If you want to know what varieties are available and what they can do of Dairyland seed, Freeland Bean and Grain, that's where you should go. They carry the full line of corn and Enlist soybean seed. Right now, 14% cash discount through the end of the month on a good supply across all those Dairyland varieties, including the all-new Vorseed and PowerCore Enlist traded corn hybrids. Justin Varner's the guy to talk to over at Freeland Bean and Grain, Dairyland Seeds. We've got your name on some seed over there from your friends at Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983. Where serving you is their business. Coming up, Jonathan, who do we have?
Take a quick break, then we'll head over to Jerry Samolsky with Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. He's got our plant of the week after this.
I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Vassar, where we are loaded with inventory. We always try to stock as many Chevys as we can, but with even more on the way, it's time to make some room. So check out these all-new offers. Four-wheel drive 2024 Silverado Crew Cabs starting at just $199 a month. How about the all-new 2025 Equinox? Totally redesigned, sharper than ever, lease it for as little as $302 a month. And if you need a little more size, the 2025 Blazer is now available from $311. If you've been thinking of a new vehicle, the timing is right. Get out today. That's the Cook Superstore, M15, top of the hill in Vassar. Silverado's $199, Equinox is $302, and Chevy Blazer's now only $311.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $2,000 cash down plus first payment and tax due at signing. Call or visit us on the web at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Michigan Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks and trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts and service at very competitive prices for well over 45 years. 800-358-4751 or buy online at truckspring.com. And don't forget they're open till 11 p.m. Monday through Friday. Farm Service also brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Jonathan, we have Jerry Samolsky online.
We have Jerry Samolsky on the line, and he has our plant of the week. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Hey, I just want to read a little description of this plant from Missouri Botanical Gardens Plant Finder. And by the way, if anybody wants great information on plants, Missouri Botanical Gardens is a great site to get information. They're not selling anything. They're just telling you what they think. But what they say is this is an easily grown in average, medium, moist soils, full sun, prefers moist, sandy, well-drained soils, but it's tolerant of a wide range of soil conditions, including alkaline and acidic, compacted soils. Also tolerant of salt, air pollution, heat, adapts well to most urban settings. So you know what? This thing will grow almost anywhere. And it's also considered a fossil, that it's been around for 150 million years. And of course, everyone now knows that it's the ginkgo tree. And it's a ginkgo. It's not the salamander, and it's not the insurance company, but it's the ginkgo. And it's a great tree. It's beautiful branching habit, upright growing. There are a couple dwarf varieties that we have as well, but it turns beautiful golden fall color. And the fun thing is you can have a little lottery about what day all of these are going to drop, because it seems like they drop all at once.
And you've got them.
Great plant.
You've got them at the nursery.
It is. We do, Terry, and it's a great plant. Everybody should have them. And again, insects and diseases, hardly none. So yeah, we're here 9 to 5. And so during weekdays as well as 9 to 2 on Saturday, coming out and get yourself a ginkgo.
Fantastic. Jerry, thanks a lot. I thought you were describing ragweed there for a minute.
Well, if it grows like a weed, but it has all those wonderful attributes, it's definitely a keeper.
It sure is. Jerry, thanks a lot. Along with us right now, Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency, talking about the early harvest, some of the benefits. Craig?
Yeah, Terry, talking with lots of folks. They're all excited. Harvest is wrapping up for most everybody except for the beets yet. And they're all hoping to get out deer hunting. And I don't blame them for doing that. I would appreciate, though, if they also put on their to-do list to meet with their insurance agent. A lot of folks want to meet during the winter, and that's good. We can do that. However, taxes are due in January typically. Vacations get scheduled after that, and next thing you know, they're back in the field. So take advantage of getting done early and sit down with your agent early this year, too. Just a request from all the agents out there.
Good advice. Craig, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Sounds good, Terry. Thanks.
You betcha. Jonathan, what do you think the New York markets are doing right now?
Well, I heard Doug say the Dow was down, but for a little bit more in-depth look, we head over to Baird & Company. That's where we find Teresa DeBow this morning. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning, all. The pullback continues today with Dow Jones Industrial Average indeed down 232 points at 42,283, 244 million shares traded. NASDAQ is up, though, 70 points at 18,346, 432 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at $383.93, down $1.80. Deere, $409.31, up 67. CMS Energy, $71.95, down 15. Dow, $50.99, down 51. DuPont, $83.84, down 55. Corteva, $60.74, down a nickel. General Motors, $53.01, up 10. Trinzio, $4.87, up 2. Walmart, $83.04, down 22. Huntington Bank, $15.56, up 2. Independent Bank, $32.52, down 71, and AT&T at $22.15, down 34.
You have a great day, Teresa. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Will do. We'll be right back. Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's VSET, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions. Tomorrow, we're going to have the opportunity to take a look at some of the crop progress around Michigan. Not necessarily your back porch or your back 40, but what's going on in northern Michigan. So listen up for that. We'll have that tomorrow. Lots more coming up. We'll have a market update at 12:30, so stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City at 602 North Euclid Avenue.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw Bay City.